Hello, fellow master traders, fellow charters, and fellow sheeps. I hope you guys are having a great week this week. We had some awesome trading opportunities this week. I'm pretty satisfied. Was it the best trading week? No, but it was great enough where we were able to make some money by trading with the traps. Now, I made a members only video in my Discord yesterday, and Discord remember how Uncle talked about the importance of trading with the traps again. Okay, that is the natural flow of the market. They trade with the traps. They love to trap retail traders. So it's on us to keep identifying the traps, where the trap levels, where the key levels is, and try to be on the right side of it. That's the best thing that we can do. Okay? Trading with the traps. The market tends to telegraph its movement. That's another thing I talked about is I don't even like to predict the market anymore because the market tends to telegraph its movement. So it's like, what's the point of predicting when you can just identify where it telegraphs its movement? And when it does, it usually comes in the form of a false breakout or a false breakdown. It comes in the form of a trap. That's why it's like, you know what? Cut the middleman out and get straight to the point here, right? Market loves to trap. Is it go up? Is it go down? Is it go sideways? It could be any of those three. But what do we know they always do? Trap. They trap us. And look at here for an example. They spent the whole morning chopping in a range from the 604, 606 level. Probably set up a bunch of stop losses above 606, some stop loss below 604. And look what happened. They broke down 604 just to recapture it. And this was alerted in the group, guys. This was alerted in the group. You know, I wrote in my general lean, the key level, I was talking about the bullish counterattack, you know, and I wrote as long as above, the bullish pattern stays intact. The level I was referring to was 601.8. So I wrote here, which means my lean will remain bullish. Okay? For more upside, SPY needs to stay above 604 and 601.8 lowest. And I would remain bullish. So for me, I was more like looking for, I was a little bit bull biased, not gonna lie, I was bull biased. So I was looking for buying opportunities. I was looking for bears to get trapped. And when they got trapped there, broke down 604. Now if you played the breakdown on 604, that was a decent trade if you were fast enough. Breakdown 604 went as low as 602.6 ish. That's not a bad level to level move, okay, or a scalp move. But the recapture of 604, like you see, it broke down on the 230 candle, it recaptured on the 3 o'clock candle, power hour, and it pushed the SPY up to 606. Very nice move before we got this little reversal. Literally at market close, we had some ticker symbols that reported earnings, so that happens. But look, it was just a little scare, and now we're pushing up higher. So the point was, I was overall bullish above the 5 daily moving average, which was around 602 ish, a little higher than that now. And we also had a bullish counterattack, which I was referencing the 601.8 level. So there was lots of reasons to be bullish. And the reason why we also identify these key levels is so we know when to switch back to bearish. Because if we break it down, then we know to switch back to bearish. That did not happen. All right. And yeah, and Tesla was amazing too. Tesla was amazing. I wrote in my Discord for Tesla. This was the first post of the day. 373 is first resisted. Must clear to put 374.5 or higher in play. Overall bearish below 373. I'm not gonna lie, I was bear biased on Tesla yesterday. And if next support at 371 fails, 369, 367, I had levels down to 363. They would be in play. And you look at Tesla, this is the first candle of the day. Look at how it broke my 371 level. Bam, my 369 level. Bam. On the 15-minute chart. I mentioned it stayed bears below 373. You want to look to short below 371, 369. And it gave us a drop all the way down to 363-ish, right? But what happened? Once it hit 363, I had a 365 level that was recaptured. You notice right here on the 10:45 15-minute candle, we broke down 365. And then the 11 o'clock candle, we recaptured 365. You guys see how trading with the traps works so beautifully, guys. Trading with the traps. You don't want to call tops. Call false breakouts instead. You don't want to call bottoms. Call false breakdowns instead. And you guys will increase your P&L. You guys will improve on your P&L. I'm telling you, trading with the traps. Okay? That's how the market makers telegraph their movements. They trap us. So now we got to ask ourselves, who was the last to get trapped? Well, the bears have been getting trapped all week. And now we're above the 606 level. And as long as above 606, I have 607.5, 609, and 611-ish as targets. Okay? Trust no rejection from resistance level unless we break down support levels. We need a false breakout setup. Okay? So from here, I have 606 as support, 604 and 602. Those levels must fail. Below 602, bears will take back control. 600, I think we could drop all the way down to 596 or lower. They will all be in play. But the market's behavior, the price action behavior must tell us to be bearish. Okay? That means breakdown of support levels, 606, 604, and 602. And if we stay above 606 and we clear 607.5 on the 15-minute chart, or we get a false breakdown setup, guys, we are heading up higher back to all-time highs. Triple Q is retesting a critical trend line right here, right now, okay, guys? Above 529 and 530.7 is a breakout. That would be bullish, putting 532 and 534 or higher in play. Trust no rejection unless support at 527 can fail to put 524 or lower back in play. We need the breakdown of 527. 529 and 527 must fail as support. Otherwise, if above 529 and 530.7 clears, guys, we're breaking out of this downtrend line. Tesla has been looking bearish, but it managed to bounce yesterday. All right, after recapturing 365. It went back and hit that 379 level. Once again, broke down 371, giving us some nice level-to-level moves. It's so much volatility with this stock. Now, yesterday I traded it bearishly. And because I was bearish, I missed this bounce up here. I could have made more money, but we still traded it using the levels. So now we go to the daily chart. What can be next? So now you guys can see that we're gapped down below that 373 level. We never officially broke it down on the daily chart. No official breakdown on the daily chart. Tried yesterday, but the bears were able to the bulls were able to avoid it. But let's see what happens today. It's around 369-ish. I have resistance at 371 and 373. I'm gonna be bear bias below 373. So the bulls need to get some buying pressure. Dip buyers need to step up here. Clear 371. Clear 373. And maybe we can pop up, fill that gap around 378-ish or higher. But if we're below 373, I'm bear bias. Breakdown of 369 will put 365 and 363 back in play, with 360 and 357.3-ish below. All right, you guys got my levels. Look to react. NVDA is looking bullish still. The next resistance level that must clear to try to put a bottom in is 129, 130.5, and 132. Those levels must clear if bulls want more upside, okay? If it's going to be a pullback time, 127 must fail. 125.5 or 124 would be targets. Below 124, that should put the 5 daily moving average around 122 back in play. Below 122, bears take back control. Okay, above 129, they're gonna look really, really bullish and good for the bulls, but they must clear it to put those higher targets in play. IWM rejected from that fib level around 230.4-ish. Got some selling pressure there, but it still managed to stay above the 5 daily moving average. They're gonna have to try again. Clear 229 and 230.4 to get us more momentum. You guys see multiple times Multiple times this area served as a strong sell zone. So bears are all up in there. Okay, so 229 and 230.4 must clear. If this is a true rejection, then support at 227 and 225 must fail, and that should give us a lot more downside for IWM. Apple trying to bounce, trying to recapture the 5 daily moving average. From here to show bullish follow through, 230 and 235 must clear to put 237 and 240 in play, okay? If we drop back below 231, and I do have support around 229-ish, okay? We're updating the levels here, 231 and 229. Our support, those levels fail, could drop back to the downside for Apple. Amazon is a big gap down. We had earnings yesterday. We got a big gap down. Support right now is at 231 and 229.4. Okay, if there's gonna be more panic selling or profit taking, those levels must fail. 231 and 229.4. Support 228, 226.5, and 225 or lower in play. Okay, if dip buyers are gonna take advantage of this, they need to clear next resistance level at 233 to put 235, 237, and 240 plus all back in play. Microsoft, well, I was expecting a move. I thought it'd be more explosive. This was not that impressive, all right? But we did get some type of a move. Right now, next resistance at 417 and 418.7, and those levels clear. We're more bullish. 420 or higher incoming, guys. All right? Supports at 415 and 413.5. Below 413.5 puts Microsoft back below the 5 DMA, and that would be bearish. 412, 410.7, 409 will all be targets. Meta gave us a nice, beautiful move. Cleared that 705.7 and 707 level. It was a nice one. Gave us a nice explosive move to the upside. Next resistance I have 716. If 716 clears, guys, 719 is or higher incoming. All right, it's gonna be a nice move. Do not look to short unless 714 and 712 fail as support. That will put 710, 708, and 705.7 ish. All well, 708.5, 707, and 705.7 all back in play. All right, I'm gonna say that again. Above 716, we're heading up higher, 719 or higher. Do not look to short unless 714 and 712 fails to put those lower targets in play. DXY looking like it's finding some buying pressure from the 107.5 level. That's a fib level. If it's a true bounce, 108 must recapture to push DXY higher, okay? If 108 fails to clear and 107.5 fails, that's a dead cat bounce, and it's bearish, and we're heading down lower. Coin, beautiful. We mentioned you want to look to short when these certain support levels fails, 274 being one of them. It was a nice move. Overall, bears below 274. So if it recaptures, I would look to long. I think we could recapture 274 should send us back up to 280 or higher. Above 280, I'll be bullish again. But overall, bears below 274. If 272 and 270 fails as support, more downside income. And 268, 265, probably all the way down to 258 would be targets. Doge looking bearish. Still, can it get a bounce going? Well, if it does, 26 and 28 cents must recapture. And unless that happens, I'm not longing. Otherwise, still looking bearish to me. Bitcoin broke down the 50 daily moving average. Also rejected from the 50 daily moving average. So I trust no long unless it can recapture. 98.6 and 100K must recapture for me to be bullish on Bitcoin again. And for me to favor more downside, 95.8K must fail as support. All right, guys, that's what I have for you guys this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found value in it. Good luck today. It's Friday. Let's finish the week strong so we can enter the weekend happy. All right, guys, peace.